Hey everyone, this is Nancy Piter with One Paper Chick, and I'm coming to you today. I want to make this cute Halloween card. It's called the layering technique, and it looks really complicated, but it's really easy. So I wanted to show you how to make it today. So I just thought I'd start out with my first Halloween project of the season. Like I said, it's a layering card. There's 3 layers. It looks really complicated, but it's not, so I'm going to show you how to do it. The stamp sets I'm using is Spooky Fun. It's one of the new ones that the holiday catalog just started today, September 1st. This one's called Spooky Fun. The other one I'm using is Halloween Scares. Okay. The other things you're going to need, I'm using basic black ink, basic gray ink, pumpkin pie ink, and then I have crushed curry, Daffodil Delight will work, Hello Honey, any yellow that you have, okay? The other thing we're going to need is basic black cardstock. We're going to need Whisper white cardstock and pumpkin pie cardstock. Also, the other thing you're going to need is your tape runner, your adhesive. I am using my old olive marker and then a yellow marker that I had, something like that. And then I'm going to use, this is the metallic sequin assortment embellishments. There's some stars in there, so I'm going to use a black star out of here. And your adhesive, and I think that's about it. So let me get started. Let me show you what you need and the measurements that you're going to need. Okay, the first thing you're going to need is your card base is going to be out of basic black. You're going to cut it 8.5 by 4 1/4, score, and fold. Okay. Okay, the next thing, I'm going to give you the measurements for the paper. Out of your pumpkin pie, you're going to cut 2 pieces. The first piece is 4.5 by 3 1/4, and the second piece is 3.5 by 2 1/4. Okay, the next thing you're going to do is cut Whisper white. You're going to need 3 pieces. The first piece is 5 1/4 by 4. This piece will be 4 1/4 by 3, and this piece will be 3 1/4 by 2. Okay, here's the next step. You're going to have your 3 white pieces. Now, take your tape runner, and if you have like temporary tape runner, use that. But if you just have your permanent tape runner, you're going to use very little. What you're going to do is take the second size, and on the back, you're just going to put oh so little bit, just a little tiny spot of it, okay? Then what you're going to do is center this the best you can on here, on your main white piece. And when you have it where you want it, just put it there. Okay. Now the second piece, you're going to turn it over and do the same. You're going to put just a little bit of tack on the back, and you're going to center that as well, the best you can. And, okay, so the first thing you're going to do is out of the Halloween Scares, we're going to use the haunted house, the moon, the cat, the bats, and the pumpkin. Okay, so first we're going to stamp the haunted house. So I have that ready here with basic black. So let me get my basic black ink out and ink up the haunted house. And if you're going to be using a lot of black and the Halloween colors, don't forget to re-ink your pads up so they're nice and juicy and rich and deep. So what I did was I stamped the house, and I didn't stamp it straight. I just kind of stamped it kind of in the middle on the smaller piece of cardstock, kind of cockeyed. Okay, and let me get that pressure on there. Okay, there we go. All right, so now the next thing you're going to do is take the bats. the big bats. They're on one stamp set here, the 3 bats right here. We're going to ink those up in the black. Really good. Okay, and then I am going to, let's see, I'm going to just go above the house a little bit here. Actually, I'm going to put a piece of paper under here because I'm going to stamp off and I don't want to get it on my background here. So, going to make them fly on the top of the house here. So I'm going to just go about here and press down. Give it a good press there. Okay, now you're looking at this and saying, all right, Nance, what's going on here? Don't worry. Stay with me on this, okay? So I'm going to clean my stamp set off there. And then I'm going to take the little bats. I've got the little ones here. I'm going to ink them up into basic black. And then I've got them flying off over here. So give them a good stamp, okay? Don't worry about how it looks now. Give me a chance to show you. Okay, and then the next thing, we're done with the basic black. So we can close that up and get out your basic gray. Basic gray, we're going to stamp the cat in the basic gray. So let me get the cat on here. Okay, kitty's on there. Stamping the basic gray ink. All right. Some bubbles happening here. I'm really juicy, the stamp set. Oh, let me try stamping off here for a second. There we go. Okay. And then the cat, I'm going to stamp right here. Okay, there's the cat. And then, so we're done with basic gray. The next thing we're going to get out is our yellow. And I'm using Crushed Curry, but you can use Daffodil Delight, Hello Honey, any yellow that you have. And also out of this set, I'm going to use the moon. So I have the moon ready. I'm going to ink that up, get that inked up, and then I'm going to stamp it right about here over the house, like that. Okay, this is so fun, this card. Really is a lot of fun. All right, now we're done with that. And then the next is the pumpkin pie. So get out your pumpkin pie ink. And we are going to stamp the pumpkin, the little pumpkin. So get that out. Put that on your black. And we're going to stamp that little pumpkin all around as much as you want. Just anywhere. Don't worry about what it's looking like yet. Just stay with me on this. I'll show you. It's kind of magical. And I'm going all around the house here. Like that. Kind of half off there maybe. One over here. I think that's good. I like that. Okay, now we're done with the stamping. All right, now I'm going to show you how this all comes together. You're not going to believe it. Okay, now, once this is done, you are going to gently, well, actually, what you can do is take your yellow marker, any kind of a yellow marker, and I wanted to make it look like the lights were on. So I'm going to color in the little windows here with a yellow marker. Okay, now you're going to lift up this piece here and you're going to pull it apart. Just gently pull it off. Okay, then you're going to do the same with this one. Gently pull it off. Okay, now you're looking at these pieces and you're probably saying, what is she doing here? Okay, watch this. Watch. This is really cool. All right, you have your pieces. All right, now get your card base out and the big piece of white adhere to the front of your card base. So we'll get our adhesive out. Okay, so we're going to put this, and make sure you put it right side up how you had it. We're going to put it on the card base, centered. Okay, now the next thing you're going to do, your next piece here, you're going to adhere to the second base, okay? center that the best you can there. All right, and then you're going to do the same with the smaller piece. So we're going to put that on. Okay. Center that. Now watch what happens. With this piece here, you're going to put adhesive on the back. Okay, now, don't stick it down yet. What you're going to do is hover it over the area, and you can line up your pumpkins. See where I'm lining up, where I can see the pumpkins were stamped here. And when you think you've got it down right, press it down. So see, like I lined up these pumpkins here, and I lined up here, okay? Now with this piece here, oh, you're going to get your dimensionals. So get out your dimensionals. Put 4 dimensionals on the back here. Like this. Okay. All right. Now, you're going to hover and do the same with this piece here. You've got a little more lining up to do here. But like the cat, the pumpkin, and the moon. Just let me get in camera here a little better for you. See how I'm lining up the cat and the pumpkins and the bat on top? And when you have it lined up, okay, you are ready. Voila, look at that. So it looks very complicated how this all lines up, but that's how you do it. Okay, really cool. So the next thing I did was I took my marker. There's a fine tip and a brush tip. And what I've done is I've taken this and I'm just flicking it in the cover just to give it some splatter of green around the whole card. Just kind of flick it on the inside of the cover like this to get a little spray of green. It gives it some interest, makes it more fun to look at. Cool background technique. Okay, and when you have that done, that's good. The other thing I did was out of the sequins here, I found a black star. There was a black star in here. And let's see if I can find one again. Here's one. Let me pull that out. And I took my Tombow glue and I just put a small, oh that's too big, just a little dot of glue there. And I used my quick stick, picked it up, and put that on there. Let me pick that up. There we go. So there's a little sparkle star there. And the other thing I did was I took my glossy accents. I wanted to give more dimension to the card, so I took glossy accents and I just squeezed it over the windows, and it'll make it look like glass. So let me just put some of that on, and that'll dry really fast because you're just doing a little area here like that. Okay. All right. And that'll dry up, and there you have it. So that's how you do that layering technique. What I did on the inside was I took a piece of smoky slate, and then I took the stamp set Spooky Fun, and I stamped Trick or Treat, have some spooky fun with the bats on the inside. And that's the card, my first Halloween card for the season. Hope you like it. Hope you give it a try. It's a lot of fun. And I'll be back with more. Boo to you.